Here's another one of those crazy stairways I have seen built before. Never built one myself. Remember, I am not an engineer. I do not guarantee that something like this will work. I mean, the last thing I want to do is provide you with something and tell you that you can make this 50 foot long. I cannot guarantee that. Would something like this hold up if it was made out of 4 or 5 steps? I don't think it would be a problem. But when you get to where you're building a stairway that's even this size, it could be. And I would hate to tell you you can build something like this without any engineering on it. Just ain't going to happen. So build this at your own risk. I'm just kind of throwing out an idea. Something I think might work. And that, of course, would be bolting some large pieces of lumber together. And you can always put a few more bolts in. This has 2. You could put 3 or 4. You could put metal brackets on the back of it for some extra support. And of course, you could always put some braces under it, maybe a wood post under it, the middle of it, for some additional support. That's where it would be the weakest. You build something like this, and it would tend to have problems more in the center, or even a couple of posts might be needed on longer stairways. Now, just simply a 8 by 16, this is 7.5 inches by 15.5 inches. Large piece of lumber, and just bolted together with some all threads. And I think in the diagram here I am using 1/2 inch all threads. And you can just see there's a washer and a nut at each end. And again, like I said, you might need 1 or 2 more of these depending on the stairway. And of course, you might need larger pieces of lumber for something like this. Instead of something that's 15.5 inches, you might need something that's 16.5 or 17.5 inches, or even a little longer depending upon the step. 7.5 inches is pushing it for the riser height, and that might not even be something that would be approved on a public stairway. I think a public stairway is 7 inches. Private is 7 3/4. Keep that in mind. I do have other videos on that. You could attach the bottom into the concrete slab with another all thread and some type of an epoxy-based concrete. And then, of course, you're going to want the nuts and the washers, or the top of the all thread, to be a little lower so that you can put plugs or some type of filler in there. Don't want people to be tripping over anything sticking above the top surface of the step. And again, like I said, throwing this out there, seen it done before, think it'll work, but you'll build this at your own risk. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the block, what might be required. So here's what the all thread might look like. Of course, I don't have an all thread here. This is a bolt design. An all thread is threads all the way down. If you can get a bolt like this, it might work for you just fine. All threads are more common. And of course, the bottom of it. Just wanted to give you an idea. Sometimes a few more pictures can help people out. That would be countersunk in a little bit to allow for the width of the washer. Top view of it here. And if you drill these holes the same distance, I think I have it here about 1 3/4 inches away from the edge, but yours might need to be different, might need to be a little deeper. And I did the same on the side here, and that just lines up that way. But you will have to figure out where to drill these holes. And I'm thinking about doing a book. If I do, I will put a link at the end of the video for you, or in the video right around here, if I do make a book on different types of crazy stairs like this that people have built over the years. So that's it for the video. If you like it, hit the thumbs up button. If you don't like it, but you think that you like it, just hit the thumbs up button anyway. And thanks for watching. Also, don't forget to visit our website. We have an organized list of our videos there. You might have a difficult time finding that anywhere else.